to show you guys how to spawn in the new boss inside of the new Fallout mode, unlocking the calling card, but most importantly, a method that actually could pretty much probably insta-kill him if you just hit him a little bit more than I did. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. Alright, today we're going to be beating the boss on the new Fallout mode inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, this isn't really too hard to do. It actually is pretty easy, and obviously you just take him down. It's kind of like a mini boss, but it's definitely fairly cool. Now, it doesn't really matter what weapon you do decide to bring in, just something that you're comfortable with, something that you're good with. But if you're good with everything, it really doesn't matter. Now, around the map, you're going to have to collect these little Fallout things, but you can kind of see what one looks like right here. But all we're gonna have to do is pretty much just interact with it. But first, before we even do that, because I'm gonna kind of collectively put it all in one spot of this video so you guys can get all 10 locations. First, we're gonna turn the power on for this map, kind of just get everything going. That way we're good, we're all set up, we don't really got to worry about it too much. I would recommend trying to collect them all on a lower round. Obviously, this Fallout mode, it isn't necessarily difficult, but it definitely can be tedious, especially for a player who maybe isn't familiar with the said mode. There's barbecue beans. Okay, we can kind of start opening some things up and grabbing these parts so we can get over to the power. We can turn that on. That way we can go ahead and finish this and get Pack-a-Punch open. Then we can pretty much start on what we want to do for this actual little quest. Now, you do actually get a calling card for this. Same with Ashes of the Damned. You'll get another different calling card as well. But there is 3 rewards for this game mode for each map. One of the rewards is reach round 15. You get a legendary gum. One of them is reach round 50. You get an ultra gum. Then, obviously, if you just kill the little boss, you do end up actually getting a calling card, like I was just saying. Which, it isn't animated, but it's okay. It's not a bad little calling card, I guess you could say, right? But, yeah, we need to make sure we can go ahead and actually finish this. I brought in the Peacekeeper today, which I'm not saying I'm regretting it, but I'm regretting it a little bit. Because it's just a weaker AR, you know, you use up a ton of ammo, but it's okay. We're going to have a bit of fun with it. We're going to grind it out. It's such a nostalgic weapon. So we gotta use it. We gotta have a little bit of fun with it. So now we need to collect all of the Fallout figurines so we can just head over inside of the Machina Australis and pick up this one right here. Next, heading inside of the speed cola room, if we just come over to this corner and lay down, we'll see one right here in the back corner as well. Obviously, the one in spawn over by the Rampage Inducer, just on this pillar right here. So next, just make your way back into the stamina up room. Now just come over to this table right here, and there's gonna be one on the ground right there. Next, just make your way outside and just double jump up on this kind of wall, and there's going to be one right above that. We just picked it up. You'll kind of hear it make a noise. You'll know that you picked it up then. Next, make your way inside of Mars and just go ahead and head down over to this pillar, and you'll see one right here hanging upside, or actually just standing up. But next, just make your way over to this toilet over here, and there's going to be a little fella inside of the toilet as well, and you can pick him up, and then you could pretty much just head back to the main map for right now. Now, there is going to be one inside of the Luminarium, pretty much the Juggernog room. It's going to be up on this bookshelf, so we can just hop up and pick it up. Next, there's going to be one right outside of Wisp T. Just come over here and pick it up. We are just located right over here. The last and final one is going to be inside of the Pack-a-Punch room. We can just go ahead and pick that up. Now, next thing is the boss is actually going to spawn in. We need to go ahead and Pack-a-Punch our guns so we actually have a little bit more firepower. Now, I'm not going to lie, right? You kind of want to be upgraded a little bit, so you can wait a little bit on this, or you don't have to. You can just take time and just shred him slowly, right? But you just want to be careful, because there he is right there. He is definitely a beast, right? So you definitely want to kind of be cautious, I guess you could say, right? But you could just slowly shred him, just keep training him around the map. It definitely takes a little bit of time. If you have a legendary gun, it's going to be even easier. I have a few stim shots, which is definitely nice. We can kind of just run out here. A lot of times, a lot of people will use, say, akimbo weapons, right? Because you can kind of run and still shred him. One thing I want to test out real quick is how much damage does, say, the good old-fashioned traps do to him, right? That's an interesting idea, because it definitely could do something really, really good. could do some decent damage to him to kind of cheese this a little bit. But yeah, he definitely is a beef stick, so be a little bit cautious there, of course, right? We can hop up here, we can activate this, maybe it'll damage him, maybe it won't, I don't freaking know, to be honest. But we can kind of just keep trolling around here. The problem is we take damage as well. So we, oh, look at that. He is super weak already. Okay, that's a good way to kill him. There we go. Easy as that. Flawless Ethereum Crystal, like all this good loot just chilling on the ground now that we killed him. So it's one very, very good way to kind of get set up. You can easily get the calling card, literally everything. It's definitely pretty easy to do inside of the game. But let me know what you guys think about this Inside of Zombies. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to leave a like. If this did help you out, leave a like. We'll be streaming tonight here on YouTube, so make sure you have notifications turned on. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.